Right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Thanks so much for subscribing to this channel. Our prayer has been that the good Lord will continue to support you all your endeavors as you keep supporting this channel. We say very big amen to that. Well, my people, no be smart, majority of things have been happening. Well, Oduduwa Nation, no going back, and exactly what the people are talking about. Well, my people, a lot of things had actually happened, and then as it stands right now, as far as this movement is concerned, I think no, the people need to be very prayerful on this one. Yes, so the people need to be very prayerful on this one simply because, fine, the Ujujua nation had been achieved. There is no two ways about it. But this time around, a lot of politicians, most especially the Yoruba politicians, will want to go against it simply because of the peanuts they are getting from the federal government. And then that's exactly what we have seen to it right now. But the good Lord will continue to, put the kind of wisdom the Yorubas need into a proper place so that they can overcome all their enemies. Well, my people, this is another one reaching us though onto this one. And then with the news reaching us right now, it says APC screening. Bola Tinubu orders screen out of APC presidential aspirants. My brother, my sister, no be smart. And I know some set of people will be like, all these people self waiting then they talk about. Well, the truth of the matter is majority of people, if you have a very good listening ears, if you are that kind of person who have been hearing what is going on in the country, most especially, the how will I put it right now? Talking about the agenda of the Fulanis. No, initially, this set of people have made us understand that as far as this country is concerned, Nigeria, that they are born to rule. And then, initially, we've heard a lot of rumors about the fact that the Fulanis had said it, that like this, them, they have their own candidate already. All this one that Bola made Tinubu or Shibajo, they are doing that. They are just, looking at them and then making jest of them. Well, we've heard that before now, but no, there are some set of people that will not listen until they get to where they will be put to shame, the final stage of putting to shame. And then I think that's one of the things we have found so far in the life of somebody like Bola Tinubu. A lot of people have disagreed with him, coming out as the next president of the country. And they have said a lot of things that with the condition you have found yourself is something that you are supposed to just relax. That this man, Bola Tinubu, is not feeling too well, and he has the money that he can use to take care of himself and then have a better life while relaxing. Must you come out to say you want to become the next president? A lot of things had actually been said anyway. This is serious. Well, with the news reaching us right now, it's APC screening. Bola Tinubu orders screen out of APC presidential aspirant. Well, meanwhile, the All Progressive Congress Presidential Screening Committee, which began sitting on Monday, questioned the party's presidential aspirants on 10 key issues, including their dual citizenship status. Some of the aspirants who were screened by the committee, headed by our former national chairman of the party, the Chief Judge Odigi Oyegun, confided in the Punch that the panel asked them if they would be ready to step down for the consensus candidate of the party. Well, the ruling party, which initially scheduled the screening of the presidential aspirant for May 16 shifted it to May 23, but failed to hold exercise on that day. Well, the APC in the guidelines on page 17 of the 100 million naira nomination form obtained by the aspirant barred the contestants from engaging in thuggery and then taking it to court, among other 7 conditions. Although there have been reports that the party may adopt consensus, the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi, who emerged through the method in March in an interview with Voice of America Hausa Service on May 26, said it would not be feasible for electing the party's presidential candidate. Despite the chairman's statement, the issues of consensus and the foreign citizenship came up when presidential aspirants, including the party's national leader, Bola Tinubu, Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, his Jigawa State counterpart, Badaru Abubakar, the immediate past Minister of State for Education, Emeka Nwajuba, Ondo North lawmaker Senator Ajayi Boroface, Pastor Tunde Bakari, and then Mrs. Uju Kennedy Ohanenye were screened in Abuja on Monday. Well, the questions the aspirants were asked included: do you have dual citizenship? Are you the subject of investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of the Independent Corrupt Practices and then other related offenses commission? Have you been arraigned by the Code of Conduct Bureau? And then, have you ever been convicted for a crime? Other questions asked include: have you ever been declared bankrupt? Will you be willing to step down for our consensus candidate? What is your manifesto? Will you abide by the party's objectives and then manifesto? What is your APC membership status? The aspirants were also asked to present original copies of their credentials, including school certificates. An aspirant who wished to remain anonymous said, "They asked us pretty much the same questions. They asked about our record with anti-graft agencies, citizenship, status, finances, and then our manifestos, of course. There were a few follow-up questions depending on the responses given. They asked if I had any EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, or ICPC, Independent Corrupt Practices and then other related offenses commission case. They asked about my manifesto and then also asked me if I would be willing to step down in the event of a consensus. I told them I am a party man and I will abide by the wishes of the APC. The issue of dual citizenship has been a controversial issue in Nigeria politics, with an Ondo State election petitions tribunal ruling in 2019 that people who had sworn allegiance to a foreign country and then acquired foreign citizenship ought not to hold public office. This judgment was, however, overturned by the Court of Appeal. Well, the Punch learned that in some countries like the United States, foreigners who obtain citizenship from naturalization are usually made to swear an allegiance to that country. It reads in part, I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject. or citizen that I will support and then defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and then domestic, that I will bear true faith and then allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and then that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion to help me God. Such allegiance to a foreign power is usually seen as an albatross on the necks of those seeking sensitive public offices in Nigeria. Wealthy Nigerians and their families are known to acquire foreign citizenships for easy travel and then other benefits. Last week, human rights activist Kayode Ajulo, who is a campaigner for Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, wrote a letter to the President Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, and the national chairman of the APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, on the danger of picking a candidate with dual citizenship or past criminal record. Ajulo said there was a plot by the opposition to ensure that the APC is disqualified on the basis of this, just as was done in the Bayelsa governorship race in February 2022. Badaru has not stepped down, aid reacting to the screening exercise. Governor Badaru, in a statement by his media head, Awal Sankara, said that the exercise went well and it was evidence that he had not stepped down for anyone. According to the governor's media head, Badaru issues determined by the panel were verification of his membership and then financial statuses, as well as his academic credentials and then other requirements for a presidential candidate as stipulated in the Nigerian constitution. He said his principal was among the 28 APC presidential aspirants, and we are hopeful he will clinch the party ticket due to the massive support he is garnering from party faithful supporters and then relevant stakeholders in the country. Well, I will defeat Atiku Bakari. Ferry cleric Pastor Tunde Bakari, while addressing journalists, said he was satisfied with the screening process. Bakari added that he was confident of defeating former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate, if he was given the ticket. Self-interest may cost South 2023 presidency. I can't be second-class citizen, says Wike. Atiku begins reconciliation. Well, my people, a lot of things are actually being said onto this one. Well, with what is going on right now, you will now understand why the Yoruba nation's agitators, so to say, are of the opinion that they must go their separate ways. Because right now, a lot of things will definitely go wrong. Yes, in the sense that everybody wants to be there. And the Northerners have already made up their mind of whom, in fact, and they've concluded of whom will become the next president. We are seeing the way the whole thing is moving. And then with this one reaching us, says APC screening, Bola Tinubu orders screen out of APC presidential aspirants. This is another strong one. And as it stands right now, who is going to be the next president of Nigeria? Because right now, the Northerners have their own game plan. We all know what is going on. We all know what is going on. They are just there to say, okay, you people want to rule. Don't worry. Right now, they brought in Osinbajo to contend with Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the same South. Okay, now you people will now be fighting that, okay, I have to be there, my people have to be there. It's not a thing of do or die. And we know very well that there are some set of people in there that are ready to step down for the Senate president, Ahmed Lawan. Okay, now the Northerners have Atiku Abubakar for PDP. Then for APC, we have Ahmad Lawan. And remember, the Northerners have said that they are born to rule. All right, my people, I know if you are wise, you will understand where I am going to on this part. Well, my people, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this one. And then remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.